lightheaded.
But you took the
stuff.
6 milligrams in, didn't you?
Yeah, but bro, like lightheaded,
Yeah,
stomach
yeah,
is
you feel
fucked
like
up,
shit.
burning, throat burning. I
Yeah.
was like, how do people like this?
Yeah.
Like, they're like,
I'd
just
like-
get over the hump. I'm like, what hump? This
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, my little brother, on the way to Christmas lunch with my family, I was driving. He's in my car. He gave me a Zyn. First time doing it. He took one. I was driving like this, just like.
Oh god.
I seen
you
another
like
one.
them?
I'm like,
I haven't tried it yet.
Go get it.
It's a Zonic.
Yeah, they're 4 milligrams, right?
No, not right now. Especially with caffeine, I feel like my head will fly off my body.
yeah, you probably shouldn't do it. Yeah.
Well, you could. I mean, fuck, whatever.
It's not a bad idea.
Try to pick a song here.
Coffee. I'll tell you guys one thing about coffee. I haven't had coffee in 10 years. I started drinking it again in the morning last week. And I can confirm it's 100% some sort of like stimulant. Like caffeine is a drug. People get addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane, man. What it does, the way it wires you, is just mind-blowing. I'm so glad I waited 10 years because this is the time where I needed it the most. You know what I mean? This was a perfect time.
We're in the fucking pocket
Yeah,
right
we're,
now,
we're in the
baby.
trenches.
Yeah.
We're in the trenches. You know, you gotta battle it out. Coffee, thank you.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Espresso for me.
All right,
Pretty
let's
special guy.
fucking
Strong.
dive right into her.
Yep.
What's going on, guys? Welcome. Got our good boy Mac Hamilton. No,
Pick my
all right.
song.
It's gonna be housey. It's gonna be housey.
Intro song. Put the intro song.
Yeah, you already did a little video. He's
gonna be housey.
Your touch, do, 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 do. It's taking me away from here. So I guess he doesn't want to buy it, huh? That sucks. I was really looking forward to that.
I know.
Dumping
I
that
know.
land.
I'll tell you something though.
Tell him we'll give it to him at cost. What the fuck? Are you fucking nuts? Yo, Matt, hang on. I gotta show him this. Yo, so that hotel deal I was telling you about in the car, the big one we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So the fucking the seller, bro, is like she doesn't speak English. She's full Chinese, and she lives in China. This guy just shows me this. Yeah,
Bro.
I
I moved to Miami.
You did?
So I started learning Spanish too. I had a personal, what do you want to call her? Personal freaking teacher for Spanish. It was good. I took sessions. I'd say my Spanish at this point is probably like a 4 on 10.
Good.
Yeah,
But
now.
I can pull it off.
Yeah.
It
all
comes
you
in
need.
handy, especially if you're doing deals in Florida.
Yeah.
It's gonna come in handy, man. It's like mini Cuba there.
And if you like Latinas.
And if you like Latinas, it comes in handy.
Jack's married with a
I'm
kid.
married now, so I can't talk about this online. 'Cause my
We had to
Syrian
clarify
wife
that.
will stab me.
What's your background?
Syrian,
What's your background?
Arab. I'm Lebanese.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna get you stabbed. We got you. No Latino talk.
No, no, sorry. All right, Buck, you want to dive in?
You dive in.
Yep. Well, we're not gonna do that intro shit. I'm gonna post this really quick. Hang on. Boom. I'm gonna tag you here too, Jakey boy. Cool, man. I'll do this later. Fuck. Stressing me out. Okay, no, I'm gonna just do it right now. We'll just do it after. I'll get fucking what's his name to cut this. Just do it after, bro. No, it's good. Don't worry. I gotta do a mention, bro. I gotta mention.
Matt's going live, man. We're good.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
did.
"Oh, you should meet my friend Justin. We connected when I was in Toronto, and
Yeah.
then been talking
Over-
ever since.
Over
and
hotels. Yeah. It was one
Yeah.
of those instant things.
yeah, it was good. It's like,
It was
you
like
know,
an
you just
instant
meet someone-
coffee.
Yeah, you just meet someone and then you fucking connect. It's good.
Instant coffee.
Shout out to coffee. So, yeah, I guess we'll start from the beginning, bro. Like,
Sure.
so you're around what, 32 now?
I just turned 32.
32, exact. So when did
Yeah.
you get into real estate?
2016. End of 2016, November.
Okay, so you were, what's that, like fucking 8 years ago?
This is my 8th year.
Sick.
Yeah.
And you've been doing res ever since, and then
Just resi.
your stuff really took off too. Like your social media stuff. Fucking
Yeah, that's where it's been
blew
huge.
up, and I think like I want to talk more about that stuff.
Yeah,
as
for
opposed
sure.
to like the agent stuff. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people we see like, you know, it's fucking your real
Same
estate
shit.
agent, this that. Exactly, it's the
Yeah.
same shit. So like, what year did you start the social media stuff, and what made you want to start it? Was it your business, and you were just like, hey, like I gotta get myself out there. This is a form of marketing for me, or was it just like, hey, I'm interested in doing this?
I think it was pretty. I started right away. I was already doing the Instagram thing because
In 2016.
yeah, I was like huge into fitness, so I was coming off like I literally I could have done a show. How
Yeah, you're pretty fucking
diced
diced
I
right now
was.
too, though.
Yeah, I'm always maintaining, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
but I was fucking diced. Like I was like It's close to 200 pounds, like ripped.
Fucking trend, baby.
Just all the trend, you know. No,
Show
but
him
like,
your pic.
Yeah, I think I will show you after.
what is it?
When I was just like 200 pounds of pure fucking testosterone and.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. Okay,
guy-
continue the
this-
story. I'm listening.
Yeah.
He's not even human.
Yeah. So I was probably like you. So, anyways, I was posting all my shirtless pics and shit,
Yeah.
and then I got the real estate gig, and I just took all the shirtless pics away. So I thought, I'm like, can't be doing this. I'm a businessman now.
I'm a business guy.
And then, but yeah, I was always like, I posted like my intro picture. I'm in real estate. You know, I saw other real estate agents posting like just listed, just sold. So I was using other agents' things and posting that shit. And then my broker of record at the time, he told me, he's like, don't waste your time on Instagram. You'll never sell a house. He's like, go door knock,
Old
go cold call, all
schoolers.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna prove this guy wrong. So, yeah, just the consistency, man. And then just like, I was myself. I was always myself. I made a video trying to mimic other agents, where I was like trying to do what they do.
Yeah.
I just felt so cringe and weird. I'm like, I am a weird person. Why not just be myself on camera versus trying to be
100%.
like this super analytical dude, like talking about cabinetry and crown molding and all this shit. Like, it's not really me to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, man. Yo, your arm is crazy.
Fucking massive.
Yeah, this guy's extreme.
Yeah. So
I don't even give a fuck. Leave it in. I don't care.
rappers, artists, DJs, R&B
You got Matt, the real
singers,
estate.
you know,
Fucking
nightlife,
Jack, real estate
nightlife
guy.
moguls, like,
Yeah.
and then just fucking realtor. You know, I'll show you some pictures after. It's pretty funny. So it's like they would just send us to parties, and like, you know, we did a Oliver Heldens party in the CN Tower.
No way.
Oliver with DJ Mag, and I got to invite friends and just like unlimited MGD. Then they do an after party and just like send us like a 1942. We just have to promote it. So like now I'm like promoting like this party lifestyle while like selling real estate, and people just start to love it,
For sure.
you know, and it started to create like this like, we'll use the word clout, I guess you can say.
For sure,
you know?
man.
And that just opened up my eyes to like the opportunities of social media, right? Like these little partnerships, and I just started going balls to the wall. I was never scared to post what I do on a personal level.
Yep.
The shirtless stuff came back.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been having fun with it. And like it's so many doors have opened in life in general.
For sure.
From just having a social platform and an audience. And then like now I know the powers from like a monetization standpoint and a business standpoint of like what an audience can do for you. So
100%,
we're big in that right now.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize it was like it's basically been like close to a 10-year thing for you.
Yeah, it's a big brand build. Huge.
It takes time.
Brand
Everything
building
takes
is, yeah, Alex Ramosi just dropped a video on YouTube just laying down Taylor Swift's brand, The Rock,
Yeah.
Mr. Beast, Joe Rogan,
Yep.
Kylie Jenner.
And I
And-
saw it
and-
pop up on the feed.
Yeah, and they all have one thing in common. They've all been building their brand for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Some 20 plus.
And did you know when you started you wanted to build that brand from the beginning, or were you just like,
I didn't
I'm
know
just
what a
gonna have
brand
fun
was.
with it and fucking see where it goes?
I didn't even know what a brand was.
Yeah. You just wanted to be an Instagram guy.
Yeah,
Not
back
even,
then,
man, I was just-
2016, it was a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally just made the decision to be myself on camera early.
Yeah.
And I am the brand. It's just me. That's who I am as a
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
I
For
mean,
sure.
like, I'm just myself.
Well, people fuck with you, man. Like even before then, like I kind of knew of you, whatever. But like Arthur started sending me your videos and this and that. I'm like, oh, like this guy's fucking funny. Like he's like one of the boys, right?
Yeah.
That's how we connected too. And then you're the exact same on camera as you are off camera.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it is.
Yeah. That's
So,
fucking crazy. I
yeah.
didn't realize it's been like a 10-year thing.
Also in the right place. Like he was in Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto's a sick spot to be doing that.
for
Do
sure.
you find that helps though, being out there, like
In the city? Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot
Yeah.
of connections
And living down there, especially.
for sure.
You're a
Yeah.
product of your environment.
Big
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You know?
That's got a
Actually,
sick spot.
Man, my biggest business relationship ever is with my boy Ernesto and Anthony.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
Did you meet them through the MGD stuff? Because they were promoters too before, right?
Yeah, no, actually, I met them by just partying every weekend with them. Yeah, but I didn't know their mind around business though. I just knew them as the promoters, and
Yeah.
then I used to just pull up to them with them to Arcane every Saturday and just have a blast. And then when COVID hit, we had Ernesto on another podcast I started back then,
Yeah.
and I got to hear him speak from like a mindset level and business level.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this dude's like dialed, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's like me. And then when we both realized we were like that, because we had no idea, we had no idea.
Yeah.
We just knew each other on the surface level of like, hey, we have fun together, we will party.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But then the nights going out after that were, hey, let's go on the smokers patio. Not smoke, but let's just like talk about
Talk shop,
business.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, now he's like one of my best friends.
Yeah, you
and
guys
business
travel
partner.
together all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's a business partner now.
and what business that? Sorry, what business is that in?
The
Like-
podcast.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that? Because you have a new one now, right?
Well, price to sell.
Okay, so he's in on that too now.
That was his idea. Him
Oh,
and
really?
Nath. Yeah, that was
Okay.
their idea.
But I thought you had one last year too, didn't you? Like a different one?
I had one coming out of COVID for a
Okay.
couple of years called It's Simple Podcast.
Yeah.
That was more of like an entrepreneurial one with my boy Zoe.
Yeah.
But we just kind of let that one drop.
Yep.
We just all got busy and stuff, doing too many things.
Yeah. 100%.
So I lasered it on the real estate one.
Yeah.
Zoe was popping off in his businesses,
Yep.
and we just dropped that one. But it was fun.
So you had and you've had some pretty significant people on Price to Sell already, right?
Yeah.
Like you had Ryan Serhant, which
Yeah.
is nuts. Like, how the fuck did you even land that? Like, how?
That was like honestly a lot of I'm a big law of attraction guy.
Yeah.
So some things I just can't explain. But
Yeah.
that one, I was sitting on my couch, and my boy Justin Conocow, who I met through my podcast, I had him as a guest. He's a big real estate agent in London. He's connected with Ryan. So he just texted me one day, and he's like, hey, do you have Ryan on the pod yet? Super random night. I was like,
It's like a Tuesday.
yeah. I was like, Ryan who? He's like, Serhan. I'm like, obviously not. He's like, give me an hour. I was like, okay.
What?
And then he texts me back. He's like, he's in. I'm like, bro, call me. Like, what are you doing right now? What do you mean he's in? So then I just got an email introduction to a thread with like his media team.
Yep.
And then I was in New York in 2 weeks after that.
Okay,
We're
so you
recording
went
him.
there.
I went there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
travel for this shit.
Yeah.
I will.
No,
Yeah,
of
100%.
course.
You have.
I have. I've done Bahamas. I've done New York. I've done Miami.
Yeah. So have you had like anybody else of significance on those pods? And I guess to
I
that
mean-
note too. Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah, for sure he has.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
a few of
I
them.
had Samuel Leeds, huge real estate investor out
Yeah, I
in.
saw that too.
Yeah,
That
from
guy's
the UK.
crazy. Yeah.
We boxed.
No way.
We fought. Yeah.
Hang on, man. I'm fucking scattered all
Yeah.
over the place, but there's like a story at every turn here, and I want to dive into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because he's been a big like influencer, YouTube.
Yeah,
guy,
big,
real
big,
estate-
big.
like, he's been there for fucking.
Awesome
time,
dude, man. We're
Yeah.
boys now.
So,
Awesome
like,
dude.
Sick.
How did you? Okay, one. How did you meet him? How did you box him? And then like, did that pod come from the relationship of boxing him? Like,
No, it's
who knocked who out? Who
one of
won?
one of my podcast followers. She just sent me a picture. She's like, "Hey, he's in Toronto. Hit him up. I love watching him. I'd love to see him on your podcast." So I just DM'd him, and he answered and put me in touch with his wife,
No way.
who's like his assistant, and they set it up.
Wow.
And then he came on the pod, and then we both realized like he just came off a fight, and he was like heavy in the boxing, and he saw
Yeah.
my hands were a little cut up because I was just training. I wasn't boxing like crazy. I was just hitting
Yeah.
pads, you know. He's like, "You want to spa?" I was like, "Fuck for the content, yeah, sure, let's spar." So
Oh, you did it on camera. See, I haven't watched
did
it
on
yet.
camera, bro.
I saw the clips, but I haven't.
I have it on. It's on the YouTube. It's on the full YouTube video of our podcast.
That's hilarious.
Just the most like randomly put together sparring session on over a carpet in a living room. Like I went and bought like a hockey mouth guard the night before, like no headwear, just like gloves, and like started off like decent, but then got pretty intense.
Knocks him out before the pod.
Yeah. This is the day after.
Okay.
He's like, "I'm here
Oh.
for one more day, mate. Let's spa." I was like, "All right, come back to the studio tomorrow, 11 a.m. I guess that's so I can spar. I guess you know."
You're like, bet.
Let's spar.
That's fucking hilarious.
I've never sparred. That was my first time.
How was it?
It was okay.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's like I'd rather be in an actual ring and like in a
Yeah,
you know
for sure. Like you're in a fucking
like
room
proper
with-
setting with proper gear too. Because like I had like that reservation of not wanting to go hard
Yeah,
because there's no gear, and I feel like he had the same. And then sometimes he'd crack me and I'd crack him, and then I was just like I'd rather be in like an actual setting,
Yeah,
you know?
that's nuts. So,
Yeah.
Did you get some good
So
blows?
I fought Samuel Leeds.
yeah, on a Tuesday night.
No, 11 a.m. actually.
I know, but you randomly DM him. Hey, I know you're in Toronto. Come my pod.
Yeah.
I'm in,
And,
mate.
and we fought.
That's crazy.
That was
So
one
you
of those
guys-
things where it's like didn't want to spar at all. I had no desire to.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck it, and I gained so much respect from him after that.
yeah, for
So
sure.
now
I
it's
feel
like, now we talk all the time.
yeah, I was gonna say. So I feel like that puts like your bond at a different level too.
Big time.
Right? Like,
Just smash a guy in the face a couple times.
Yeah.
And just get smashed a couple times in the face.
He knows you can take the hits now.
Big time.
Yep.
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Man. So like, who's the goal next? Like, who do you want to see on the pod
Honestly,
next?
man, Alex Ramosi would be sick.
That'd be yep.
It'll happen one
Put
day.
that out there.
Manny Koshpin.
Yep. Well, you just had one of his mentees. On
Yeah,
there.
yeah, and they're actually talking.
No way.
They're actually boys. He actually Manny commented on the video, so I just told Safe, I'm like, if you go see him soon, because he probably will, I'm like, just
Put it in his ear a little bit.
plug it in. You know, don't
Yeah.
be too salesy. But I will literally go to his garage with his whips
Yeah, 100%.
and do a pod in there.
Yeah,
That would be
you have
sick.
to, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're gonna get some pretty cool people. Especially through the MBH network, the
I
Money
was
Buys
gonna
Happiness
say, like,
network.
Ernesto
Yeah,
and his
yeah.
boy, like those guys are pretty plugged
Yeah,
in,
they plug me
right?
in a
Like,
lot too. To
sure.
some guests, some of their guests.
Because they're not with Nelk anymore, right?
No, they have their own. So they have their own media platform, and Price to Sell is under the umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so we're building out. So Price to Sell it's a real estate media brand now. It's the podcast is one vertical.
Yep.
Then we have the house tours vertical.
Yep.
We hired on talent. This girl Tara, so she's running the house tours now.
So,
Street interviews, like a lot of real estate content for like the millennial Gen Z audience.
yeah.
Some of the stuff that's digestible, educational, fun,
Yep.
right? Versus like a typical like analytical like real estate kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Like, hey, here's the market.
Yeah.
Bank of Canada.
Try
Try
and make
rate
it-
steady today.
Try and make it fun, cool, hip,
Yeah.
pop culture vibes.
So is that where you see it too? Like more of media branding as opposed to just selling real estate? Like that's the end game is the media stuff as opposed
Man,
to
media
That goes
is
bigger than anything else.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
well, we talked about it. We tried to do it too, and like it was good.
media
for a
brands
little
are
bit,
huge,
but
bro.
You got to go like
If you have an audience,
Yeah.
you're money. You're worth money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we took it off real estate a little bit. We went in a different direction,
Which-
but I
which
like
is
to do
good.
it because we're more in commercial, right? So
Yeah.
it's not as pretty, you know.
I mean, it's fucking pretty. Some of the deals you guys do is pretty pretty, you know.
It's cool, but it's
Yeah.
a different angle. Like in res, people like to see what you're doing as well, and you can relate to a little bit more of an audience. Commercial is more specific, like
Yeah.
investors. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's a little bit.
I think I think the general population would be like, oh, that's cool. Like you got to network with him or you got to talk to him, but like people fucking were around. Like I mean, like your average everyday person is like they see a commercial and they're like, I don't really give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
how do I buy a house for 5% down? Right? Like that's the majority, I think.
yeah,
So,
or
Yeah.
they want to see a house that they can't afford.
yeah.
Yes, that's why we did the tours.
Yeah.
So is
It's
that
a
what you
good
guys
angle.
are doing with that? Like you're just picking, you're previewing essentially, right?
Man, we started our channel. It's called Field Trips.
That's
and
fucking sick.
I
It's
started.
on
so-
Instagram.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
So I did a couple of different tours in like Miami, Bahamas, New York. I did like some Sirhan agent stuff with
Yep.
this guy Sean McPeak, and now Tara's taking the lead because obviously you want to diversify a little bit.
Yeah. Do everything.
I can't do everything, so her and I just banged out a $30 million mansion in Fort Lauderdale. We did a sick
Yeah, I did
house
see that actually.
in Biscayne, and then she did 2 crazy houses in Toronto. Anyways, the people love that shit. Like
100%.
our subscriber base from when we started that to like we took a big break, but like one of our videos with me got like 77,000 views,
Jesus Christ.
and I'm almost at the same amount of subscribers and like this amount of time as I am with the Price to Sell podcast, because podcasts are hard to grow on YouTube,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
But that page, so again, it's just the audience. Like if we can't win the game with the podcast on YouTube, we can win the game here,
100%.
all under the same brand.
Yeah.
And then the educational piece is the podcast, which kills it on the audio side,
Yeah.
right? Because
can
everyone
imagine.
just wants to listen to it versus watch it. So, yeah, it's an interesting little game
I'm
right
sure
now,
you're-
but we're just going to go really hard and consistent.
You're
we have a
seeing
big
what works
team.
and what doesn't, right? Like in each
Yeah.
sector too. Which
Yeah.
is cool. Like I think to that point, like our media, we had a media company a while back, but like they did, I can't remember how many views it got. It was crazy, but they did a utility room of a $7 million house in Ottawa and it got what, like 7 million views or something?
Yeah, it was insane.
It was crazy.
And it was just a very simple video speaking about the utility room in the basement.
Interesting.
They literally
Yeah.
showed the front of the house.
Yeah.
And other than that, it was the utility room. And it was like, how the fuck?
What was the title?
It was literally like utility room of $7 million house or some shit. Like he'll pull it up.
It's a luxury agent though, so he's well known for
Yeah,
posting luxury listings.
Is he from Ottawa?
Yeah, it's an Ottawa listing.
yeah,
You guys know
Finding it right now.
yeah. Don't worry about it now, but we'll show him after.
what's the guy? Ennis. Have you seen Ennis? He's like probably one of the biggest.
YouTubers that made it out of here.
No, he's from the States. Probably one of the biggest like house tour channels.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He tours like the craziest houses in the world.
Doesn't he do boats and shit too?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. He's massive. Like
Cash.
I've
It's
seen that.
cash.
Yeah.
It's money.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Make
of
some
course,
pretty
I
good
mean,
coin on there.
Of course, you're getting eyeballs.
imagine, man,
Tons
like-
of
Yeah.
eyeballs.
Views just translate in dollars, right?
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, brands are dumping a ton of money into audiences right now.
Yeah.
Like I went to an AI conference in Orlando, and the thing that blew me away there was, first off, I was in the same room as like the co-founder of like Napster.
Oh no way.
Like I was with some heavy hitters learning about AI, because there's some pretty high-end people speaking on AI, like some pretty
Yeah.
relevant people. And the thing that got me the most was newsletters, because leveraging AI for newsletters. So it's like,
No way.
you know, you don't really need manpower because you can leverage AI
Yep.
to create these newsletters consistently. You just got to pick a niche. And they were going over some of the companies, some of the newsletters that sold to certain companies and for how much. So there was one lady made a newsletter on makeup for women, and Sephora bought her for like 70 million
It's fucking nuts.
because she had an audience.
It's
Yeah.
all AI.
Because-
she's not doing shit.
These brands are putting money into audiences now,
For sure, bro.
right?
Mailing lists are big.
Yeah.
Well, because they're
you-
essentially just acquiring data and customers.
Yeah.
Right?
Bro,
Like,
mailing list is like they've subscribed. You've got them.
bro, let's
They're
just
gonna
sell
look
our
at it.
database. I swear we could sell our database
Our
for like
database,
our database is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
We should do that. 70 million. Matt will plug us in with
For
the
real estate, it's got to be yeah. It could
We'll
make
find
sense.
some buyers.
100%. We'll give you a sick commission.
Yeah.
You're
I'll
trying to
take-
sell out the business, bro?
Yeah,
Yes.
fuck it.
Take 85%.
No, but okay, we were talking about audiences and whatever and fucking. But anyway, so that's the goal for you, right? Is to just build the audience and then is the exit selling the brand after? And if you don't want to talk about it, whatever, it's cool. But like,
We want to build this so it's sellable.
yeah,
We want to get to a point where it's
yeah,
go through an evaluation for sure.
That's
Yeah.
how you should build any business.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Like real
Assume
estate,
it's going
as
to be
agents,
sold.
we can't do that. So
yeah, like it depends, right?
Yeah,
like
you
I
can't
think,
sell, yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends, bro, right? Like if you build out a team that's doing massive volume, maybe it doesn't. It's a little bit more unconventional, but you have a guy like CBRE or Marcus Millichap, right? Like a bigger shop that says, hey, you know, bring everybody over. Here's your buyout and
yeah.
stay with us for 3 years or whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah, that's possible in commercial. It's
Yeah.
a little different.
Yeah, and residential, like it's definitely a lot harder.
Yeah,
It's a Shark
Resi's
Tank.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Resi's hard for that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like we're trying to build something sellable on the side.
Yeah, 100%. Well, the MBH guys have been at it for a long time too, right?
Crushing it right now. They're proof of concept.
Yeah.
You know, they're already making. They're they're big brands are partnering up with them.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the
Just like the Nelk boys.
showing me the potential
Yeah.
that what's possible. Like podcasts are long. It's a long game. You're throwing money at the wall
Yeah.
for a long time with no ROI
For sure.
until you have the audience.
Yeah.
Then brands. Like now we have some brands reaching out for price to sell.
Really,
know?
eh?
Yeah.
See, that's sick because I think too, like we talked about, man, like the more eyes you have, even if you guys like exactly like we were just talking about Nelk, right? Like these guys did Happy Dad, like it's probably not the best sell. Like it's good, but it's relatively similar to other seltzers on the market. Like people want to support it because it's a cool brand and because they know Nelk and
Exactly.
they just want to drink Nelk shake. So if you guys are building that brand, that audience too, like there's so many different avenues that you can take.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys thought about like other things, and we don't have to go into detail, but like,
not really, but like we can.
like products and all that shit.
Yeah, we thought about packaging stuff for developers.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
talked about that too. We got
build
a
it-
sick play after. I'll tell you about it after.
Yeah,
this.
like building out like a package for them, like with a bunch of deliverables, using the brand and the audience
Yeah.
to like promo their projects.
Yeah. So like pre-sales, right? Like that's part of the listing pitch. It's like, hey,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see some guys doing that right now.
well,
too.
because think about it, right? Like if you have, even if you have 20,000 viewers on fucking something, right? Like you don't know where these viewers are coming from, and then goes back to Ryan Serhant. Like I'm sure you've watched him on $1 Million Listing. Like
Yep.
these guys have people coming from everywhere, especially in Toronto. You have a lot of foreign buyers. I don't even care what people say. Like you
Yeah.
still have them coming in for sure. Maybe not to the extent they were previously, but they're still coming in. So if you guys can build that and people see on your story, like, hey, I'm in Vancouver or I'm in fucking China or
Yeah.
wherever, right? They see that. Oh shit, I'd buy that.
Yeah.
It's a huge plus for developers.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so we're just kind of in the pocket.
in the pocket, baby.
We're in the pocket. See where it goes.
Yeah. 100%.
having fun with it too.
Having
It's
fun
nice.
with
It's
it.
fun. I find social media another reason why we do the podcast and we post as well. Is just it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keeps you on your feet.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
It does.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's so much fun to just sit here and talk with you and other people. You get to hear
Yeah,
people's stories
exactly.
and where they came from,
Free,
where they want to
free,
go.
free. Like people pay shit. People pay money. Like I got an hour with Ryan Serhant.
That's that's like it's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
money, man.
You know.
Yeah.
So
How was
Takes you
that?
places.
Like,
sick, man.
like you really like. Did you pick? Because I haven't watched it, to be honest. Like but
I had a lot of. You know what? I was trying to just storytell a lot with him.
Yeah.
And I was listening to other podcasts he was on. I was trying to be different. I don't want to like be the repetitive. This guy's. I've had these questions before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, certain times I try to go a little bit deeper, but more or less, like I learned a ton just being there.
let me
Right.
ask you, what did you learn from him and his brand?
Oh, it's just next level.
Because he built that like insane.
It's next level.
Like he built something that someone will buy for sure. And I'm pretty sure
Yes.
his private equity. He has a private equity investment too in that. Like it's not all bootstrap, but
Probably.
he-
Like it's.
there was I know for a fact there was.
Well,
a
that would
fund I
make-
was looking at that.
Really, huh?
He's got it's a full blown machine. You know,
Yeah.
like it's proper. It's
What was the
like-
biggest takeaway from it?
Well, walking in his office that day, he was actually launching one of his courses.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw his whole marketing team go at it. In the basement is his whole marketing team. So he's got like people on the computers, literally just like just
Factory,
a
huh?
bunch of just a bunch of people going hard on like the marketing, the brand building, the content, the social media, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
The power, right?
Yeah.
They're just powering everything. Then you have the actual like other tiers of the office. You have Ryan at the top.
Yep.
And he has the Serhant brand for real estate. He has the Serhant development brand.
That's for
Right.
pre-sales and stuff like that.
Yeah, so he's locking up all these pre-construct projects with developers in New York and Miami now. He's doing the Mercedes towers,
That's a cool.
leveraging the brand.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, hey, why hire us? Because we're gonna expose you to millions and millions and millions and millions of people.
Well, he's effectively a national brokerage now
Yeah,
because of his brand.
Exactly.
Even though he's not everywhere else, like physically.
exactly. And he just came out with he book sales, course sales. Like he's got so many different revenue streams coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just see a guy who's just like absolutely dialed,
Yeah.
just super dialed, and he has a vision. He's clear on it,
Yep.
and he's at full attack mode.
Bro, it's crazy to me.
No one's touching him.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me how he can do that much shit. Like, I'm sure he has a great team behind him, but like even to get to that level, the amount of effort that you have to put in and like mental energy is crazy.
Yeah.
Like you said, like he's got the books. He's got what, 2 or 3 now?
Three.
Three.
The
three
third
books
just came
now.
out. I'm reading it now.
Oh, what's it called again?
Brand it like Serhant.
Yeah, maybe
I read the first two too.
Yeah, I read the first 2 as well.
Yeah.
Fucking good books, man.
Great books.
Yeah, so I'll have to get that one for sure. But
Do the audiobook. It's sick to hear his voice too.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what though? I like to read in the morning. It calms me down a little bit.
Oh, you're one of those
fires me
guys,
up for
eh?
the day. Yeah. I'm
You
one
know
of
what?
those
The
guys.
in the
Fucking try
audiobooks,
hard.
they add additional things sometimes. Like they'll
Really, eh?
say different things. They'll say different stories. Like Patrick Bet David even said that in his most recent book.
Which one?
Choose your enemies wisely.
Yeah,
Is that his most recent?
It's fucking good.
Yeah, choose
Yeah?
your enemies.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's
I have
it's
your
like
next
a
5
workbook.
moves.
Yeah, we read it at the same time. I've never
Nice.
been so fired up
Really,
every
eh?
morning, bro. And like, just the small changes in that 1 month that we implemented in the business is fucking crazy,
Really?
dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like, we looked at our pipeline today and like just okay, what did we implement and how like just kind of gauging the
Yeah.
metrics, and I was like, in Q2, we've already done more than fucking previous year.
Wow.
Like it's insane, and
Yeah.
like I'm going back. I'm like, okay, well, what did we do differently? And I'm like, okay, well, we did that. We did like it's crazy. You have to read it.
Yeah, Patrick
listen
Bet
to
David
it.
is definitely a business systems wizard.
Nice.
Yeah, the guy's a legend.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure Ryan is like that too, right?
Systems,
From what you've seen,
systems
like,
I think
mean-
I think Ryan's more of like the visionary.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah, I think he's more of the visionary. He probably has a bunch of integrators working with him.
Yeah.
Have you guys read Rocket Fuel?
No,
I just finished that one.
it's good.
Yeah, I get it.
Make a note of it.
It could change the game for your scaling.
Rocket Fuel, huh?
Rocket Fuel. So it's about like the visionary and the integrator,
I gotta check it out. Oh, that's sick.
right? Like you
like
guys have
that.
a partnership. Maybe one of you is one. It's the VI relationship. It's called.
Yeah, we have a good like
Dynamic.
very
We have
good
a
dynamic.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
good synergy.
Like I'm a visionary,
Yeah.
right? So I'm the ideas guy, creative. I think of a million things at once. I'll start one thing, then I get over here. But I need the
Same with
integrator
me.
Yeah.
to fucking like Matt, chill the fuck out, come back down to earth, focus.
That's me with him.
You know?
I told him like, shut the fuck up, do this one thing. I literally, bro, like maybe a month ago, I told him, I said, send me your fucking weekly schedule, exactly what you're gonna do day by day.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure you fucking stick to it.
Yeah.
And like, I've been
because
great at it. But
I get a little too creative sometimes, which is
Yeah, you're probably
fucking
by
microdose in the morning.
definition.
Call me, I just took a cap. I'm feeling creative. I'm like, okay,
Everything's
man,
HD.
come back to fucking reality a little bit here. And listen, what do we got to do
I'm in
today,
my I'm
baby?
in a flow state. I'm in a flow state.
fuck.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't even-
But yeah, so like it's great book to read too, just to understand the VI relationship and then how to like for the visionary to let go of certain things, either they don't may not want to, and then the integrator to take the lead on certain things.
Yeah.
And how powerful that is.
I think
Because
I think we're pretty good at that. Now I'll let you finish story, but like we kind of flip sometimes depending on what it is, right? Like
Yeah, he's got creative in him.
and then sometimes and then like, we'll switch, right?
Yeah.
So it's good. But sorry, go back to what you were saying.
no, it's essentially like it's a quick read,
Yeah.
but it just like it just outlines the relationship between the visionary and the integrator, the actual role of the visionary by definition, and then the integrator, and then how to, as a visionary, what to look for in an integrator, vice versa, and what that working relationship looks like. And then once you actually have it established, like all the necessary things you need to do as a business owner, like
Yeah.
fire fast, hire slow,
Yeah.
all the like the conscious communication with everyone, the culture, like it just dives
Culture
into
is
like
huge, man.
how to keep that machine, like once you have those two people operating in like their zones, how to just like just scale up your business
I
from
feel like
like
that's where we are right now.
yeah
Is like because it was the same thing in the Patrick Bet-David book. It's like, okay, well, like, what do you need to do? What are the building blocks? What's the culture? What person's gonna fit best in this role based on their personality, right? Like we were talking about someone today who we were like, like they're not really that entrepreneurial. They're more of at a place in their life where they want to be like a 9 to 5 and whatever. We're like, that's perfect. That's exactly what we need for this specific role,
for sure.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like people kind of try and label with like one broad stroke of the brush, and it's like, no, like you can't. Like, we have people on the team who are really great at one thing, and then we have others that are really great at something else. And we have people who are like, okay, well, we thought you'd be good in this role, but let's try you over here. And now
Yeah.
it's like, holy shit, like you're killing it now, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Takes time.
Definitely takes time. And creating plays.
yeah,
This is one thing I've been writing down. You know how in the NFL the quarterback knows all the plays.
Yeah.
Like if the defense is gonna do this, I'm gonna use play number 4. Like everything is like
Yeah.
played out. So I'm starting to think more about that the more I've been watching. Since the fucking Super Bowl, I've been obsessed with football. So
Really?
I've been watching all these documentaries.
Coffee and football.
Yeah, coffee
Yeah.
and football.
Welcome, man.
New
Welcome
things.
to life.
yeah. Welcome to
Coffee and football. I'm reborn, baby.
Yeah.
welcome to fucking normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways.
Welcome.
It shows you. There was a recent documentary on Netflix called Quarterbacks.
Yeah,
And it just shows you how much the quarterbacks have to study and understand their plays. So it just got me thinking, like, we could be prepared as well in normal life. Like, if this happens, you've got this play.
With a playbook.
So that's what I'm trying to write down and implement. I'm going to show you a bunch of new shit later.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think, like, is it this? So I want to go back to the visionary thing, like with you and Ernesto. Is it just you two in that, or
No,
does he
Anthony
have-
as well.
Anthony as well. So, who like
But Ernesto's the most hands-on.
who like what do you think is like visionary versus integrator?
So their relationship, Ernesto's integrator, Anthony's visionary.
yeah, okay,
And then when it comes to how him and I work on Price to Sell, I take more of the visionary role. He integrates with like he's building out the sponsorship decks, all the back end stuff. We have the employees, we have the people running the socials, people doing the scheduling. Like he set all that up.
yeah.
I'm just like, I run the pot.
You're the dummy with the mic. You're like, hey,
Yeah, but I've been studying podcasting more now too because I'm trying to like let's treat this as a business. How do we make these?
yeah,
Who's my audience? What's the value I'm trying to bring? Why do they watch me? Why are they going to return to watch the pod? Like I just did a whole like breakdown beginning of this year on like how we're going to make Price to Sell better. So I'm trying to like my prep for each pod is next level now. It used to be like no prep. I would just kind
well,
of
that's us right now, and you can
Yeah.
probably tell. But like,
For
having-
you, we're like, we'll freestyle it.
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
and
we're
sometimes
a
it's
little
easy.
Because yeah, we can
Sometimes
connect
it's
on
easy.
a lot of things.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easy.
For sure.
And sometimes it's cool to just not really have like an end goal. Just like, hey, let's just have a fucking conversation.
For sure. And that's a key thing is you don't want to like because then you're like you find yourself you ask a question, and then you guys are answering it, but I'm thinking of the next question. I'm like, okay, what's the next question?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
even paying attention.
Yeah.
But I could extract more information from you if I'm actually just like engaged.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And it's organic.
it's organic. So sometimes I won't even go with the flow I had prepped because the chat we're having is so good and we're getting deep,
yeah, yeah.
right? And yeah, I like to just keep
Have
trying.
Have you ever had people that you're like, you really need to pull the shit out of them? Like, you're like, hey, man, like, you're fucking asking them something and they just answer it on, like, base level, and then it's like they're just staring at you for the next question? Yeah, dude, you made me uncomfortable.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly, though, but, like, because we've had someone, I'm like, fuck, dude, like, this is painful.
Yeah. No, I've been pretty good. Been pretty good. Then there's the opposite of the
We haven't
guys
posted
who
those ones, but
don't let you ask any questions.
Yeah, yeah.
And they just start
keep
going.
talking.
And I look, I'm like, then my video guy's like, yo, we're at half an hour. I'm like, fuck, I haven't said a word.
Yo, what do you...
This guy came with his own script.
You know, it's funny. I was listening to your last one, or no, with Ferris, Mark Ferris.
Yeah.
He was talking like for a majority of the pod.
Yeah,
That was a good one though. I got like he's very informative.
for sure.
But is that how you anticipated it would go?
Yeah, I listen. I'm a good listener.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies.
You're
a good listener, eh?
Baby. Let's go.
But no, I make sure where I hear a lot of complaints of podcasts is like, oh, that guy cuts everyone off, or that guy's not let them finish, or like I listen, I let them finish, and I get more curious and I dive deeper. It's not about me. The pod's about that guy
Exactly.
or girl.
100%.
So I just host it. If they want to ask me questions, by all means, I'll answer. But like if I can relate, I'll throw in a couple of 2 cents. But
Yeah.
some hosts will like take what they're saying and then just go on a whole ramble
About them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, that's
You know
the
what I mean?
worst thing you can do as a
Yeah,
host. 100%.
exactly. So
yeah.
so yeah, I'm fairly like, I'd say about 80% is the guest, 20% is me.
Nice.
Yeah, per episode.
Did it take you... Was it super uncomfortable at first? Like, did it take you a while to, like, get to that point and realize that? Or were you... Because you're a pretty intuitive guy, too. Like...
No, I understood that was important early.
Mm-hmm.
So, and everyone that, approaches me about the podcast, are like, we're like, your podcast is different.
Yeah.
It's like, there's this real estate podcast, this one, but we love listening to yours because the way you conduct it.
Yeah.
But I'm also just being myself, I'm just having a conversation about, now I'm bringing on guests like that who are, in a space or doing something that I'm actually interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just saying yes to everything because it's important. Because if I can't sit there and enjoy the conversation, then
Yeah.
it's the pod will be shit.
Yeah. Well, 'cause
It'll
you're
just
not
come
having
off
fun.
shit because it's not
Yeah,
even
of course.
organic
Yeah.
like that or authentic. Sorry, that's the word.
You should have... we should connect him with Tony. That'd be a good one. Like, he's the guy I was telling you about. He sold his gym business.
Oh, nice.
Greco.
Yeah.
High
He's,
energy guy.
You should have his buddy too. What's his fucking name? His friend that he brought.
Joe?
Joe. You fucking love this guy. They're both like old school Italian guys,
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
But Joe is fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah?
He just doesn't care. He'll say what he wants to say
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
wants
yeah.
to say it. But Tony's a very successful business guy. Like he coaches all of like the majority of the NHL players
Sick.
From Ottawa. Like he's
NHL and like hockey players in general.
like
yeah.
hockey.
What kind of coaching?
It's like strength and performance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And like, so he's gotten, I was gonna say groomed, but it sounds kind of fucking rapey, but he's groomed like a lot of these guys from like the OHL to getting to the draft and whatever, right? Like
Physically?
see, it's fucking rapey. No, but like actually, yeah, physically.
Yeah, true.
True physically.
That is true,
Literally,
actually.
Yeah,
That
literally.
is true.
But he like just from a business perspective, like he won a gold medal.
Oh, cool.
Olympic kickboxing
Yeah.
gold
Oh,
medal.
so he's a weapon.
Yeah, he's a fucking weapon.
True.
I heard, you know who was
Yeah.
telling me today? Tom. Because he knows a bunch of the old school guys like Ike and Nick
Yeah.
and those guys. They went to school together.
Yeah.
He's like, nobody fucked with Tony back in the day. Like the guy was a beast.
Yeah, like I mean,
he used to
imagine
wreck
getting-
people.
Fucking get your head kicked off. The guy literally immigrated here from Italy.
It's funny. He didn't fit in the screen like for the clips, the short form clips. He's so wide that he doesn't fit in the screen.
He's that big, eh?
Yeah.
He's pretty jacked.
True.
He's wide. He's very wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tank, man.
Yeah, he's a tank. But yeah, we'll connect him with you if you're down. Like, you just have a
That'd be great.
conversation, see if he's a good guy.
Is he from Toronto?
A lot of his business, his original business, he had like what do you say, 3 or 4 in Toronto?
He had, yeah.
Gyms?
Yeah,
gyms.
What are they called?
Greco gyms.
Greco.
Greco Gyms. I feel like I know that.
Yeah, Greco.
True.
Yeah. Now he rebranded as
He sold it, right?
He sold it. So now he started something else. Just kind of like you. Like he's at that point in his career there where he's like, I want to work with people that I enjoy working with.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like it's just, I think he's got 2 gyms now, and
Nice.
but his story is pretty fucking cool. Like he came from nothing and then built everything up and sold a business. Just he actually started as a jiu-jitsu or
He was
Taekwondo
training
coach or some shit.
fighting, some sort of fighting.
Yeah, karate,
Interesting.
whatever. Anyway,
It was pretty
Italian
cool.
guy, you'll get along. Be great.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Cugini.
Yeah. You got anything else? I don't want.
Yeah.
We got a jet soon. I know you got a jet soon.
No, we're good. I
Yeah?
have soccer. Where are you guys going?
I don't know. Fuck. Geo's.
Yeah, I've heard
We're
good
gonna
things
stop
about this
by-
spot, eh?
Sorry.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, Geo's is good. We're gonna do. I'm gonna pop by Annabella's
Annabella's.
after. Say hi to Tom. It's just down the street. I'm
Okay.
gonna drag your ass along.
I'm your
Yeah,
guy.
you're holding my pocket today, huh?
I'm just holding your pocket.
He's my prison bitch.
I'm a follow leader type of
Yeah.
guy today.
You're presenting tomorrow? Like
Yes.
speaking?
I'm on a panel.
For what?
It's like
socials.
about the next gen realtor.
Okay.
I'll let
so
you guys do the
it's-
story. I gotta take a fucking call that I missed here for a deal.
Yeah, do it.